again. Welcome. Yes, welcome to class number 76. No está mal. 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets. 76 trombones. Imagina un desfile con 76 trombones dirigiendo el desfile. Pues así va la canción. 76 trombones led the big parade. Okay, class 76. These are the books. These are the books. These are the books. Estos tres. Get them. Con estos libros, tú y yo hasta el fin del mundo. Yes, sir. Muchas páginas. 405 páginas, ¿no? Yes, 405. It's a lot of material. Paso a paso. Little by little, poco a poco. Step by step. And remember, esto sí que es importante. Este programa se emite de 7:30 a 8 de la mañana en la 2 de televisión española de lunes a viernes y luego en sábado, seguidamente a partir de las 6 o 6:30. Ahora, de la mañana, uno puede acceder en Radio Televisión Española a la carta, RTVE a la carta, y más rápido si pones en Google Vaughan, RTVE a la carta. O para latinoamericanos, RT Vaughan, RTB chica E a la carta. ¡Bam! Y el programa lo tienes. Y toda la biblioteca. O sea, tienes una biblioteca hasta el programa, los últimos 20 programas, pero luego abajo tienes hasta el programa número 1. Así que puedes ponerte al día, si entras ahora, por vez primera, puedes ponerte al día. Yendo atrás, cada programa tiene 26 minutos. So, let's continue. Let us, contracción let's, o sea, continuemos. Vamos a continuar. With Li Tong, Chinese. All right. Are you ready? Una vez más. Li Tong is 36 years old. Aquí le tienes también, creo. Li Tong is 36 years old. He lives in a small apartment with his wife and young daughter, in Shanghai, a city with a population of 15 million people, a city with a population of 15 million, 15 millón personas, 15 mil personas, 15 millón personas, así en inglés, 15 million people. He works in a factory near the port, el puerto de mar, no puerto de montaña, Puerto de montaña is mountain pass, un paso de montaña. He works in a factory near the port, near the port, that makes telephones, la fábrica. He works in a factory near the port that makes telephones for the big demand, gran demanda, that exists in China, in the new China. Lee's apartment is very small. He and his wife sleep in the one bedroom, and their daughter, my daughter, no, their daughter, de Lee, de su esposa, and their daughter sleeps on a small bed in the living room. Lee's factory is going very well, and Lee's salary is increasing. Lee's factory, la fábrica donde trabaja, Lee's factory is going very well, and Lee's salary is going up, increasing. Now he has, nuestro amigo Lee, now he has a television, a telephone, and a washing machine. Máquina de lavar ropa, lavadora. His wife wants to work. She doesn't work now. His wife wants to work, and she's looking for a job. His daughter goes to a public school every day near their house. Near their house. Her grandfather, el abuelo, her grandfather comes to the house at 8:30 every morning and takes her to school. He takes her home again at 1 o'clock for lunch and takes her back to school at 2. Her last class, la chica, la hija, her last class, my last class, no, her last class ends at 5 o'clock. And the grandfather takes her home again. The grandfather has lunch every day with his granddaughter. Lee goes to work every day by bicycle. Bicycle. Yes, Lee goes to work every day by bicycle. He leaves home. He leaves home at 6. He leaves home at 5 o'clock in the morning. Iba a decir a las 6, no a las 5. He leaves home at 5 o'clock in the morning. It takes him almost an hour to get to the factory. He works there, allí en la fábrica. No digo over there porque no veo la fábrica aquí, en esta habitación. Sino, si la fábrica estuviera en el rincón ahí, diría Marta, the factory está over there. Pero la fábrica no la vemos. Entonces, he works there, trabaja allí. He works there from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hay mucha palabra en inglés donde cerramos la boca con la M al final. From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. He gets back home, pero de regreso, por eso digo back. He gets back home at 3 p.m. He takes some food to work every morning. His wife prepares the food the night before and puts it in Lee's shoulder bag, la mochila que tiene. Shoulder es hombro. Bag, bolsa de hombro. So his wife prepares the food the night before and puts it in Lee's shoulder bag. He usually eats a chicken sandwich. Okay? But sometimes his wife doesn't have any chicken. In estos casos, she prepares tofu, a popular food made from soybeans. Soybeans son habas de soja, es soja. A popular, fíjate en la pronunciación, popular, pero la pronunciación es muy distinta. Popular, her. His, her, popular. Popular. Practícalo un poco. In these cases, when she doesn't have any chicken, she prepares tofu, a popular food, comida, alimento, made from soybeans. Soja, soybeans. Lee, nuestro amigo, Lee lives relatively well in comparison with the majority of the people in Shanghai. He is a member of the new middle class that is starting to appear in China. He's a member of the new middle class, clase media, middle class, that is starting to aparecer in China. All right. How old is Lee? He's 36. He's 36 years old. Does he live in a big house? No, he doesn't. Where does he live? He lives in a small apartment. Does he live alone? No, he doesn't. He doesn't live alone. Who does he live with? Who does he live with? Who do you live with? Who do I live with? Who do they live with? Who does he live with? He lives with his wife and daughter. Okay. Is his daughter young? Yes, she is. How old is his daughter? I don't know. Well, I think she's 8 years old. Pero eso es más. Eso es por aquí. Okay. I think. Te anticipo un poco. All right. Yes. So he lives with his wife and his younger than springtime, young daughter. Does he live in Beijing? No, he doesn't. Does he live in Hong Kong? No, he doesn't. Oh, where does he live? Lee, where does he live in China? He lives in Shanghai. Shanghai. Fíjense la pronunciación. Shanghai. La H manda un poco aquí. En español la G manda. Shanghai. Shanghai. Gai. En inglés no. Shanghai. La G casi no se pronuncia en medio. Shanghai. Is Shanghai a big city or a small city? It's a very big city. What's the what's the population? Toda la vida llevo con destraste esta palabra y su pronunciación. Población. What's the population of Shanghai? There are 15 million people in Shanghai. 15 million people? Yes. There are 15 million people in Shanghai. Does Lee work? Yes, he does. Where does he work? He works in a factory. Okay? He works in a factory. Is the factory in Shanghai? Yes, it is. Where is it? In Shanghai. Yes, but where is it in Shanghai? Oh, it's near the port. Near the port. Yes. Is it near Lee's house or apartment? No, it's not. It's far from Lee's apartment. ¿Cómo lo sabes? How do you know? How do you know? So en inglés, ¿cómo lo sabes? Decimos, ¿cómo sabes? En inglés, por ejemplo, en español se dice, ¿cuál es la capital de Nepal? Bueno, no lo sé. Se dice, no lo sé, si no lo sabes. No lo sé. En inglés se dice, no sé. I don't know. Well, Kathmandu. What's the capital of Mongolia? I don't know. I don't know. Ayer no lo sabía. I didn't know. O sea, no sabía. Entonces, en este caso, he doesn't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, does Lee live near the factory? No, he doesn't. Does he live far from the factory? Yes, he does. ¿Cómo lo sabes? How do you know? O sea, repito, ¿cómo sabes? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know that he lives far from the factory? Well, because it takes him almost an hour to go to work by bicycle. He doesn't have a car. And he doesn't use public transport. He doesn't have a car, and he doesn't use public transport. He goes to work on his bike, on his bicycle. Not on my bicycle, on his bicycle. All right. Or by bike. Se puede decir por, o sea, va al trabajo por bicicleta, se dice en inglés, en bici. By bike or by bicycle. All right. Yes. So he lives far from the factory. It takes him. Le toma, le lleva. Claro, en español se dice él tarda. Casi una hora. Almost an hour. Él tarda casi una hora en llegar a la fábrica. It takes him. Ello, tómale o llévale. O sea, le lleva. Le lleva X tiempo. Casi una hora. O sea, no tenemos el verbo tardar en inglés. Usamos el verbo to take. ¿Cuánto se tarda? Es how long does it take? ¿Cuánto ello lleva? O te lleva, si personalizamos. How long does it take you? How long does it take me? How long does it take him? How long does it take Marta to come here? Etcétera. Pero de eso lo veremos muchísimo más. Oh, por aquí, 1000 veces. We'll see everything. Vamos a ver todo 1000 veces. Because para dominar un idioma es repetir, repetir, hasta que todas las estructuras sean amigas. Y vamos, ayuden y no entorpezcan. Que la gramática sea amiga, que articule. And that's what we want. All right, so, yes, what's the population of Shanghai? There are 15 million people in Shanghai. Does Lee work in a factory? Yes, he does. Is the factory near his house? No, it's not. Is it far from? Far from. Near? Far from. Near? Far from. Near no lleva from, ni tú, ni nada. Far from. Lejos de, cerca. Nos decimos cerca de. O sea, near his house. No, the factory is far from his house. But where is the factory? It's near the port. The port. El puerto, cerca del puerto. So Lee doesn't live near the port. No. The factory is near the port, but Lee's apartment isn't near the port. Lee's apartment is far from the port. All right. But what does the factory make? Does the factory make cars? No, it doesn't. Does the factory make pencils? No, it doesn't. Does it make microphones? No, it doesn't. Does it make guitars? No, it doesn't. Does it make books? No, it doesn't. What does it make? What does it make? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué fabrica? ¿Qué produce? What does it produce? What does it manufacture? ¿Qué es lo que manufactura? What does it make? It makes telephones. Oh, telephones. Yes. All right. It makes telephones. Is there a big demand in China for telephones? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Pero ojo, but just a second, just a minute. Lee's factory doesn't make mobile telephones. Lee's factory makes conventional telephones. Oh, yes. Hello? Conventional telephones. Se dice landline, de línea terrestre. Teléfonos de línea terrestre. Landline telephones. So, Lee's factory makes conventional, standard telephones. It doesn't make, o sea, la fábrica, it doesn't make cell phones or mobile telephones. All right, but is there a big demand for telephones in China? Yes, there is. A very big demand for everything, todo, in the new China. Is Lee's apartment big? No, it's not. It's very small. Where do he and his wife sleep? Fíjate la construcción de la pregunta. ¿Dónde duermen él y su esposa o su mujer? Where do? Por tercera persona del plural aquí, no del singular. Si fuera solo Lee, where does Lee sleep? Where does he sleep? Where does he sleep? Pero son dos, él y su mujer. Where do Lee and his wife sleep? Sleep. They sleep in the bedroom. How many bedrooms are there in Lee's apartment? Excuse me? How many bedrooms? Bedrooms. Dormitorios. Habitaciones. There's only one. There's only one bedroom. Okay. And Lee and his wife sleep in the bedroom. Well, where does their daughter sleep? My daughter? No, my daughter, no. Their daughter. Lee's and his wife's daughter. Their daughter. Yes, where does their daughter sleep? She sleeps on a small bed In the living room. Oh. So Lee's daughter sleeps on a small bed in the living room. The living room is el salón. The living room. Is Lee's factory having problems? No, it's not. Is it going well? Yes, it is. All right. Is Lee's salary stable? Well, yes and no. His salary is stable, yes, but it's increasing. Lee's salary is increasing, getting better, increasing, going up. All right. Does Lee have a television? Yes, he does. Does he have a telephone? Yes, he does. What else does he have? ¿Cómo? Excuse me? Excuse me? What else? ¿Qué más tiene? What else does he have? Well, he has a washing machine. Ah, a washing machine. Yes, he does. Does he have a dryer? Secadora? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a dryer. He has a washing machine. All right. Does his wife work? Does my wife work? Does your wife work? Does your husband work? Does Lee's wife work? ¿Trabaja la mujer de Lee? Tiene un trabajo. Does Lee's wife work? Does your wife work? Does Lee's wife work? Does his? Su mujer trabaja. Does es el verbo auxiliar. Escrito do es. Does his wife work? No, she doesn't. She doesn't work. Does she want to work? Does she want to work? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She wants to work. La respuesta corta es yes, she does. Punto. Sí. ¿Quiere trabajar la mujer? ¿Quiere trabajar? Does she want to work? Sí. Sí es yes. O de forma más polite, yes, she does. Ahora bien, si digo la frase entera, no uso verbo auxiliar. Yes, she wants to work. Con la S de la tercera persona del singular. Yes, she wants to work. She wants to work. All right. His wife wants to work, and is she looking for a job? Yes, she is. Está buscando. She is looking for a job. Does his daughter go to school every day? Well, yes, of course. Yes, she does. Does she go to a private school? No. No, she doesn't. What kind of school does she go to? Otra vez preposición al final. ¿Qué tipo de escuela acude a? O sea, ¿a qué tipo de escuela acude todos los días? What kind of school? Kind. ¿Qué clase, qué tipo de escuela o colegio? What kind of? Fíjate. Kind. Tiene una D al final, pero se enlaza a of. La D. Kind of. Que suene la D como una D dura. Bam. Kind of. What kind of school does she go to? What kind of school does she go to? She goes to a public school, not a private school. She doesn't go to a private school. Escuela privada, colegio privado. She goes to a public school. All right. Does she go to school every day? Yes, she does. She goes to school every day except Saturday and Sunday. She doesn't go to school on Saturday, and she doesn't go to school on Sunday. Okay. Does she drive to school? No, she doesn't. She doesn't. She's very young. She doesn't have a car, and her father doesn't have a car either. So does she go by bike? Does she go to school on a bicycle? No, she doesn't. How does she go to school? Her grandfather takes her. Su abuelo la lleva. Her grandfather takes her. Is the school near her house? Yes, it is. 3 blocks. 3 manzanas. 3 blocks. 3 cuadras, como dicen en Latinoamérica. 3 blocks. But her grandfather comes. Her grandfather comes to the apartment and takes her to school. What time does he come? ¿A qué hora viene a la casa? What time does he come? Yes. What time does he come? Who? The grandfather. What time does the grandfather come? He comes at 8:30. Okay. He comes at 8:30. ¿Y después? En la próxima clase. In the next class.